Hey, today I'm going to be talking about Namco Museum, but not Namco Museum on the previous generation. Namco Museum on Nintendo Switch. I bought this game about 3 months ago, and I remember like a couple days after I bought it, Namco announced there was going to be a physical version, and it's really starting to piss me off. Have you guys noticed that publishers, they're releasing these games digitally now, and then they want us to buy it digitally, and then they wait like a couple months, and then all of a sudden there's a new physical version with special features and new things. It's like, just tell us what you're going to release right away, and then we can buy it if we want it physically or digitally. I know why they do it. They want us to buy the digital version and then double dip and get it physically as well, but it's just starting to upset me. I'm not mad though. I actually kind of like the digital version because I don't have to worry about losing the cartridges, I don't have to worry about finding the cartridges, and I don't have to worry about inserting them when I can find them because it's all right here, all the games are right here on the system. So I'm happy with that. Anyway, let's go into what Namco Museum has for Nintendo Switch. Which games did they include this time? So we got Pac-Man Verse. Pac-Man, love Pac-Man. I would have loved Miss Pac-Man even more, but I'm happy with Pac-Man. Galaga, awesome game. Thank you, Namco, for that. Dig Dug, thank you for that, and thank you for not including Dig Dug 2 because I'm not really a big fan of that. Tower of Jiraga, that's okay. Sky Kid is kind of fun for a little bit. Rolling Thunder, I'm not a big fan of Rolling Thunder, but I appreciate it for what it's worth. Galaga 88 is an awesome game. In fact, I've been playing that the most on this game. Out of all the games in Namco Museum, Galaga 88 has been the most fun for me. I got a really good high score in it, and I'm really enjoying it. Splatterhouse, that's a cool game. I didn't really know a lot about Splatterhouse until I started playing it on here. Tank Force, it's okay. And then Rolling Thunder 2. And then, did I already say Pac-Man Verse? So I'm pretty happy with the lineup that they provided for us. I'm not sure if the physical version has any extra games or extra features over the digital version, but let me show you some of the gameplay on some of these games. Take a look. I really like the menu they included on this game. As you scroll through it, you see animation and sound from the real arcade game. Let's start with Pac-Man. It gives the option to play where you left off before or start a new game. When you hit R and L at the same time on the game, you get this nice menu where you get to select from all these options, including the pause menu options, all the controls of how to play the game, and then instructions on how to play. Now we'll go back to the main menu. I love the artwork they included on these games too. This is one of my favorite games in the arcades back in the day. I wasted many quarters on it. That last guy can be tricky. Check out my high score. I'm kind of proud of that. 56,000. I recently learned how to play this game a lot better than I did when I was younger. I didn't realize you get so many points from when the rocks land on the enemies like this. I'm actually not too familiar with this game. I guess you just make your way through these mazes. Oops, dead end. This is a fun little game. I'm happy they included it. Okay. Now I know the controls will do better. That was just a test. So I used to love Galaga, but now that I discovered Galaga 88, I think I like it even more. Especially an updated version of Galaga with even nicer graphics. The controls are really smooth too. I love those popping effects. I wasn't too familiar with Splatterhouse before I saw it on this compilation. I believe it came out for TurboGrafx 16, but I never had one of those as a kid. So far I only made it to level 2 in this game. You gotta watch out for that deadly monster vomit. This game's actually pretty neat. I used to play a game like this on the NES, but I forget the name of it. The graphics weren't this good though. Oh cool, you could shoot through buildings too. This game actually looks pretty good. Has a Miami Vice type theme going on. I'm kind of enjoying this. I'll probably change my mind when I die though. So you can play the original version 2 to 4 players online, or you can play a single console version. I think I could choose your level. It's kind of cool playing as a ghost.